Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be doing a very different video than my usual challenge runs. I'm going to be showing you the inside of these boosting services. These are services where you pay real money for people to go in and complete certain tasks, as you can see. Just like for me, I did Destiny 2 because I'm pretty good at Destiny 2. So as you can see, like people will pay to like get a exotic like class item farm, like so you don't have to farm for these class items, to do like exotic missions, to do raids. Like this is one of the hardest raids in the game, and you can pay somebody $16 to log on and do it for you. Now what I did is, because I actually have quite a bit of experience in Destiny 2, I just applied to these accounts, showed them my main account, and like it was good enough that some of these people would let me into their services. Now, right now we're looking at LF Carry, which was my first place that I applied at, and unfortunately I won't be able to show you a lot of this because I don't necessarily want to, I don't want to anger these people. Like, I just want to, like, show people who might be interested in doing this type of stuff what it looks like and what you're gonna see by doing this. Like, what your outcome's gonna be. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Okay, so this is just a quick intermission in the video. So it turns out the guy canceled the raid portion of the order, but I still am getting paid out for the campaign, so you won't end up seeing anything to do with that. But I am probably going to do a part 2 of this because I'm trying to get into, I want to see which one is like the best. I don't know. I'm just curious about these types of like services and like who actually buys them. But yeah, so I won't be able to go over the raid and how that went because I didn't really do that. So to kick this off, I'm just going to start by explaining what Destiny 2 is and why people will pay money for these things. So it's a FPS looter shooter. So loot is a big factor in like how you can actually play the game. Like, you need good gear to actually play the higher level content. So if you don't have time necessarily to grind that nice gear, or you just don't have the skill, you can, like, the people will try to sell you services to do this stuff. And personally, I wouldn't recommend to do this because I really feel like you lose a lot of the enjoyment. Like, not to say you can't do this. If you want to do this, go ahead. But I really feel like you lose a lot of the enjoyment out of the game when you just pay your way to the top, and then what now? Like, you can play the top, like you can play the high level activities now, but I mean, you can also pay people to play those for you, and if you do that as well as pay for the gear, at that point you're just not even playing the game. You're just like looking at the gear, and you could just watch YouTube to do that. So, but yeah, no, Vesper's Host, this is the newest dungeon, and this is the newest raid. And the pricing is also really bad in my opinion, as we'll get to later. But these take, like, this probably would take me about an hour with like my friends to complete. This probably would take like 2. Like, actually, this would probably take more like 45 minutes on a bad day. Like, we can do this in 30 minutes easy. But a Salvation's Edge takes a while because it has 5 encounters and the mechanics are kind of screwy. So a lot of the time you're just wiping because like the plates didn't like properly activate. Like, and people might just say skill issue. Like, dude, the encounters, or the mechanics are just screwy. Like, that's just the way it is. So yeah, so a 2-hour raid for $16 or a 30-minute dungeon for $16, I really feel like the raid should maybe get raised to 30. That's just me though. And then 15 just to play Iron Banner to get a weapon, which you can get fairly quickly, and if you farm properly, you're getting a lot of drops, because Iron Banner has a system where if you wear gear from it, you get a higher chance to get more gear when you complete Iron Banner. So if you do that, which you can do pretty quickly, even on like a fresh account, you can farm this pretty quickly, and that's just as much as the dungeons. Like, while it might take 30 minutes, so it might be the same amount of time as the Vespers host, I still feel like the Salvation's Edge should be higher. Like, the pricing is not very good on these. And it's even worse because, as like a booster, because you're not taking home this dollar amount, because they take a bit off the top. It's not a lot, it's usually not too much, but yeah, they do take some off the top. Now, here is Booster. This is where I got my job at. And mine, in particular, was, this website is taking eons to load. But I did a Final Shape campaign on Legend. And I haven't done it at this point in time, but I will later tonight or tomorrow be doing a Salvation's Edge, which is quite unfortunate. But yeah, here we go. I didn't really look through this beforehand, so this might take me a little while to actually find it. But I imagine it's under missions. So I imagine, yeah, I think that this would be it, because it was the Legend Final Shape campaign, which is pretty hard because it's you're under leveled by 20 the whole time. It's it's not as hard as a contest mode raid by any means, but it's the same like level of power disadvantage, if you know what I mean. So here we go. Okay, this is not very good. Oh, I spelled campaign wrong. You're kidding me, right? Okay, hold on. Because man, I'm gonna be real. Okay, here, let's just look for the raid. The raid is Salvation's Edge, so I should be able to at least find that. Here we go. Salvation's Edge. I imagine it'll like, it's probably not. Oh, it's that they just don't have any. Okay, so here's how we're gonna do this. I am going to, here we go. This is what I had to do. Still Hunt plus Final Shape campaign on Legend for €12. And then the normal Salvation's Edge raid plus Secret Chest plus Deep Sight for €20. And the euro is basically the same as it, like the dollar is a little less than the euro. It's like $1.6 to €1. So basically I'm getting paid $32. And the Legend on, like the campaign on Legend mode plus Still Hunt, which is like, well, that's kind of included in it, but it takes a good like 7 hours to do, especially because at the end you're given like 3 exotic missions that they just tack on to the end of the story that you do have to complete, or at least portions of them, to continue with the main quest line. So it just really stretches it out. That's Still Hunt is included in that, so you're forced to get Still Hunt to do that. And then the normal Salvation's Edge raid with Secret Chest and Deep Sight is €20. I wish that was more, because that's basically $20. And so I really, if I complete this job, which I will, unless something awful happens or they just like cancel, I think I'm probably going to take it up with them and ask to raise the prices, because here they even offered like me a position, like me and my friend, a position as their like main team. Here we go. If it goes smooth, we can count on you and your team to be our main players. And so I feel like if they're willing to give us that, I feel like they should hopefully be willing to bump the prices up a little bit, because I mean, let's look at the competition here. Because this is the normal completion. Piloted means somebody's playing for you. And then look, for the secret chest and the weekly deep site, it's 25 USD. And so, I mean, 25 euros. So that could be a little higher for sure. And then also, how long do they say that this? And also, ooh, another thing. The account that I boosted, and like once again, I'm not going to show the account because I don't want to like breach the security of the person who paid for this service. But you can take my word for this. Their account was literally like there was nothing there. Like there was actually like he was basically a new light with every DLC. I don't know why he paid for all the DLCs when he has like no playtime in the game at all. But the main reason I was getting on to the prices, I kind of went off at the tangent there. But the prices is, if you plan to do this as like a main source of income and you live in the United States, it's probably, or like anywhere where like the euro basically converts like 1-to-1 almost. Like this isn't viable. But like in third world countries where they have internet access, I know people like do that. Like I know in like third world countries, like people will live off of like gold farming on WoW. Like, so I mean, but I don't imagine any of those people will be watching this video. So realistically, in the audience I'm probably going to receive, to be real, I would not recommend doing this as a main source of income. If you just want to do it for the fun of it, or you just want a little bit extra cash on the side, I would recommend doing it. But that is honestly your choice. It's definitely not bad though. It definitely is not bad at all. But yeah, you do need to actually like be fairly good and have done challenging content in a game, because just to show you, like, here's my raid report. This is the raid report. I've got a week 1 on Salvation's Edge. I've got week 1 on Crota. I mean, those aren't impressive, don't get me wrong, but I have a trio completion and a contest completion on Root of Nightmares. But Root of Nightmares isn't very hard. Week 1 on Kingsfall. I have a trio on Vow, trio on Vault of Glass, a flawless on Deepstone Crypt, a flawless. So like, and I mean, here's the thing. This isn't very hard to get. So I mean, if you really wanted to do boosting, like this wouldn't be too hard to do for yourself if you really wanted to do it. But that's just up to you. But I think the moral of the story really is don't intend on doing this as a main source of income. But if you intend on doing this just for the fun of it, like I honestly would say it would be better going into boosting acting like you're not getting paid. I really feel like if you just act like you're not getting paid the whole time and you just enjoy what you're doing, the pay is a bonus. But like, it's not very sustainable, to be real. Especially because, I mean, they're charging about 12 USD basically, for a campaign that takes about 7 hours to complete. And I mean, the Salvation's Edge is, but I don't know. The moral of the story, you're not going to get paid well, so don't expect pay from this. Just do it out of for fun, just because you enjoy playing the game, or if you just want a little bit extra cash, or both. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed the very, very different type of video. I don't know what I'm going to be doing next for a challenge, but I probably will go back to my usual challenge run videos, but I just couldn't think of one this week because I was going to do Dark Souls 3 without leveling, but it's really boring because it basically is just like a no-hit run. So I don't know how I feel about like continuing that. I might, just because I'm kind of far, but not too far, so I would still be not against getting rid of it because I like to do more fun challenges. I don't really like hard ones. But yeah, I'll think of something, don't worry. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.